In Vietnamese, we call this dish a rice thief. One bite of these caramelized, deeply marinated pork ribs, and your bowl of rice will mysteriously disappear. Let's make Sườn Ram Mặn. We start with a couple chains of pork riblets. Cut them into small, bite-sized pieces and parboil them to remove all the scum and impurities. Once they're rinsed thoroughly, drain them and leave them aside to dry. After 10 minutes, toss the ribs in a bowl, season with salt, sugar, chicken bouillon, fish sauce, sesame oil, and honey. But here's the secret weapon, a spoonful of char siu sauce. It gives the glaze this thick, molassesy richness that's honestly to die for. Finish with plenty of black pepper, give the meat a really good massage to lock in those flavors, then cover and pop it in the fridge for a few hours or overnight if you're patient. Next up is the caramel sauce. Heat some neutral oil in a pan and drop in 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar. Just leave it alone and let it melt into a gorgeous amber caramel. By the way, if you're using store-bought caramel sauce, just skip this step and add a teaspoon straight into your marinade. Once you hit that perfect amber color, toss in your aromatics and fry them until fragrant. Quick tip here, keep an eye on the heat because garlic and shallots burn fast in hot sugar, so keep things moving. Then, in go the marinated ribs. Make sure not to crowd the pan so every single piece gets direct contact with the heat. Keep that heat high to get a beautiful sear on the outside. This is gonna lock in all those juices so the meat stays super tender. Finally, you're gonna pour in about 2 cups of coconut water and then you're gonna bring it to a simmer. You can just use regular water here if you're in a pinch, but coconut water is the secret to authentic Vietnamese braises. As it reduces, its natural sugars break down to tenderize the pork and create a uniquely rich, savory sweet depth that plain water just can't match. After cooking covered for about 15 minutes, add about 2 tablespoons of Vietnamese chili sauce. This isn't going to make it spicy, but it will enhance the color of our braise, making it just a bit brighter and glossier. And that's pretty much it, guys. Pretty easy, right? You're gonna let this braise go for another 20 minutes or so. If you like your ribs falling off the bone tender, then let them go for 30 to 40 minutes. Just keep an eye on the pan and add a splash more liquid so it doesn't dry out. And while you wait, might I suggest cutting up some crisp cucumber or plating some pickled mustard greens? Trust me, you're gonna need some crunch and acidity to balance out this gorgeous braise. And obviously, do not forget to cook the rice. Plate this baby up and drizzle that gorgeous, sticky sauce all over. Trust me, you're gonna be fighting over that sauce. If you're feeling a little extra, finish it with some sliced green onions and a few red chilies. And voila! They say nothing goes together better than white on rice, but I disagree. Nothing beats ribs on rice. You heard it here first. Deeply caramelized, incredibly tender, and absolutely dripping with flavor. Now this is exactly what you've been waiting for. Don't forget that extra spoonful of sauce. It might just be the best part. One bite and you'll understand exactly why we call this a rice thief.